Can you please list on top 4 parts of an LSAT argument plus transition words, please? Thank you. And the color each, and then transition words in orange, please.
I think that's the only one that I've noticed.
Excellent. Okay. Can you highlight each sentence according to their respective part, please? All right. Let's do gisting, please.
Okay, I think I'm done.
All right. So what's going on here in this argument?
The psychologist is basically stating that, so they did a study to measure like people's openness to accept new ideas, and they noticed that.
Excellent. All right. So what are they really saying at the outset, underneath everything?
That basically that if you're an older sibling, you're less willing to accept new ideas.
Siblings. Okay. Group X will be more A than Group Z. Okay. Because why? Why do they say that? Okay. Because Group X, Group Z showed what?
More openness to groups. Less openness to accepting new ideas.
Showed less ABC. All right. What's ABC here?
The cognitive plasticity.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Now, can you highlight strengthen in the question stem, please? Right, so this is a strengthen question. All right. Let's get this. What's the cause here? N more A, adventurous. Make sense? All right. So it's a fact that they have more. Okay? All right, and the shift here is, I think, talking about, obviously, from plasticity. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So, can you list the 5 ways to strengthen? Eliminate alternate cause. Show when cause is there. Effect is more likely to be there. Show when effect is there. Cause is more likely.
Okay.
Show that cause and effect.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was getting them confused with the requirements for a weekend because I definitely remembered the show problems with data collection. But would that also be on the list for weekend questions to like show an issue in the data?
I'm sorry?
Would number 5 also be like on the list for weekend to show problems?
Oh, yeah, oh, sorry. This is eliminate.
Oh, okay.
So I remember, sorry, eliminate, and then show that cause and relationship is not. Yeah, and then for weekend, you just do the opposite.
Right, okay.
Start with A, please.
Some of the great creative geniuses in history were firstborn children.
So remember, the correct answer must be always one of the 5 ways.
Right, and that has nothing to do with really anything.
Exactly. So remember, again, I'll do it one more time for but you should do it on your own when you do homework.
Okay.
Like, draw the rectangle because this is optical illusion. It makes you think that it's a closed universe. I mean, it is, but it is a closed universe. So look at it vis-a-vis the closed universe. Do you see how laughable A is? And it's like that for most LR. But most people struggle with LSAT because by the time they look at the answer choices, they all forget what this was about. So this is proof that LSAT is improvable and doable, because if you were incapable, truly incapable, then you wouldn't get this. But by this little difference, you can solve it on your own, I swear. All right, so tell me what's wrong with A.
Like how instance of the 1 through 5 or just in general?
Yeah. Why would you knock off A? That they were doesn't mean anything.
Right, because we would need to be talking about like presently.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So,
Right.
make sense?
Yep.
All right. B, please.
In most cases, the more younger siblings one has, the greater one's cognitive plasticity. This would be going against, uh, is it four? Because it's kind of reversed. Like it's saying that just because you have younger siblings, it would increase your cognitive plasticity, but the
So
argument.
yeah. So here's the thing. This is talking about the number of siblings. Does our
Right.
argument talk about number of siblings?
No,
No. So in other words, can you please highlight the more in yellow?
yeah. So that would be a reason, and then the fact that they're saying that the oldest sibling would have more
Uh-huh.
cognitive plasticity.
Yes. Sounds good.
Yep.
All right.
Other studies have shown a correlation between cognitive plasticity and the willingness to take risks. Would you cut after other studies because that wouldn't really be relevant to like the specific
Oh no no
study?
no no! Don't cut to her. So right now, for your own good, I know it's kind of unfair, but try to read until the end, and I'll be the one telling you where to cut
Oh
because
yeah, I read it all the way through. That's why I was
yeah,
saying
oh yeah
like,
yeah. So other studies, that's not enough because other studies. So here's the thing. Yeah, I'll write it for you.
and what exactly does the last part mean? The two principles of exclusivity and universality?
The given cause and effect will always work on other. Will
The
always work.
given
That's
cause
that
and
idea.
effect will always work on.
Uh-huh. That it will always work on other people.
Okay.
Mm.
So in relevance to this specific like answer choice,
Mm.
we wouldn't be able to cut after other studies because you're saying that like there's a possibility that that could be.
So basically, C is saying when given is saying in other contexts, the given cause has indeed led to given effect.
Okay. I don't know if I'm like looking at it into it too deeply, but with the because the argument states that like cognitive plasticity is the willingness to take risks. And this is saying that there's a correlation between cognitive plasticity and the willingness.
Yeah, so this is number 3. Number 2, show when cause is there, another context, the given effect is there.
I guess the last part is kind of confusing me because the argument is saying that cognitive plasticity is the willingness to take risks. So this is saying that there's a correlation between the two when isn't it the same thing?
No, no. So C is saying there's a correlation. So that makes it more likely that they're related to each other.
Right, right. But what I'm saying is that the argument explicitly states that cognitive plasticity is the willingness to take risks, not that
No,
it's
no,
like,
they don't say that.
mm,
It's about tend to be. So it's correlation here. Tend to be. E is correlation.
yeah, I'm saying in the first sentence, it says we measure the cognitive plasticity or the willingness to accept. Oh, I guess I confused accept new ideas and risks.
Mm.
Okay. So go back to what you explained. Okay. So with it being like the cause, wait. So with the given cause being there, when the given effect being there with the given cause, does that make it more likely, just because it's in another situation, does that make it more likely to occur?
P and willingness are likely related. C is saying P and W are related.
Okay. So C is an attractive answer choice.
Exactly. So it's the correct answer.
Yeah, I figured as much, but I know we still had other answers to go through.
Oh. All right. D, please.
A study of business executives shows that several industry leaders have older siblings. This would be number one again.
No, 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 no. Have older siblings cut there
Oh,
because we don't know. No relation. No relation to adventurous.
so I guess I'm like my confusion here is so like on the LSAT there are certain questions where quote unquote outside information can be considered, and then there's certain question types where you strictly need to focus on the information that's stated in the stimulus.
Mhm.
So which umbrella would strengthen fall under? Because I think sometimes that's where my disconnect is that, like, for certain questions, I'm trying to only pay attention to what's in the stimulus, but really you could consider quote unquote outside information.
Just remember, Cause and effect is a closed universe, and you're looking for answer choices that could work within.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right, E, please.
Most of the participants in the study have characterized themselves as more adaptable than other people.
Characterize themselves. Highlight that in yellow, please. How they view themselves has no effect on. All right. Sounds good.
Yep.